Hello everyone, so this is Dr. Neha, your mentor and guide for PSM on Unacademy platform. So I've started with this new series on my channel where I'll talk to you about latest pattern PSM MCQs, at least 2 to 3 MCQs every day. Okay, now that NEET PG is going to have 200 questions, so we must train ourselves to read long questions and try out those questions. Okay, so that is what we will be trying to do in this class. All right, so let us start the session. Before I begin, I just want to tell you I take a few free classes on Unacademy platform, particularly helping you prepare for NEET PG and FMG. So first class starts at 9:30 a.m., which is absolutely free. I'll provide you the links in the description box. Every day we are doing 13 images, okay, 3 numericals, which is a short 30-minute series, okay, 9:30 a.m. say 10:10 a.m. tak. And then at 3 p.m. I'm taking a new pattern conceptual PSM MCQs and PYQs for NEET PG. And also at 7 p.m. we are discussing one communicable disease daily. So this time we are going to discuss rubella, which is today, okay, tomorrow influenza, and then diphtheria, TB, so and so forth. We'll keep practicing. All right. So you can tune in to these free classes. Just download the Unacademy app, click NEET PG, and you can tune into these classes. Okay. So this will be a pattern that I'll try to give you a 1 or 2 new pattern MCQ every day, or at least every 2 days. All right. Also, I go live on Unacademy platform every Wednesday and Saturday on Unacademy YouTube at 11 p.m. Okay, so the first question for the day today is a conceptual type, range of values surrounding the estimate which has a specified probability of including the true population values. Is it standard deviation, error, confidence interval, or coefficient correlation? So guys, see, this is what it's a range of values surrounding the estimate which has specified probability of including the true population. So suppose this is the true population. Okay, this consists of 10,000 people, students. We cannot calculate, we want to calculate the mean hemoglobin for these 10% students, but we cannot calculate we cannot calculate the mean hemoglobin of 10,000 students. Okay, it's little difficult, so we take a small sample of say 500 students and we calculate their mean hemoglobin, which is mu1. Okay, true population ka mean hemoglobin was mu, and we do it in a population of say 500 samples, which is mu1. This mean hemoglobin of this sample of 500 students will be known as sample statistic. Okay, and using this we try to estimate the mean hemoglobin of the entire population. This will be known as population parameter. Okay, so when we use this sample statistic to estimate the population of the entire hemoglobin of the entire population, what are we actually going to do? We are going to provide a range within which the mean hemoglobin of the population will fall. So that is known as confidence interval. Okay, standard deviation is the dispersion of individual values around the mean population. Standard error is deviation of sample means around the population. Correlation coefficient is scatter diagram, which is used to represent association between two quantitative variables. Okay, so here the correct answer was confidence interval. Next question. A simple one. A mother brought her month-old child to a hospital. She is worried about the growth of her child. So the best single measure for assessing the physical growth. So I'm trying to ask you the physical growth ke liye best measure. So best measure for physical growth, rather than asking you directly, I've asked you in a different way. So we all know the best measurement for physical growth is weight for age. This tells us about the underweight status. Okay, height, or it also tells us about acute on chronic malnutrition. ठीक है, हाइट फॉर एज क्या होता है? दिस इज नोन एज स्टंटिंग. स्टंटिंग टेल्स अस अबाउट chronic malnutrition. Weight for height, if we have weight for height tells us about acute on chronic malnutrition. ठीक है, sorry, this tells us about acute malnutrition. Weight for height, which is also emaciation or wasting, everybody. ठीक है. All right, let's go to the next question. A standard urine test was used to detect cocaine, had a sensitivity of this much, specificity of 94%, positive predictive value of 90%, and negative predictive value of 95%. Recent data suggests that use of cocaine in all age groups has declined since the screening test properties were determined. Okay, so decline in cocaine usage will most likely have which of the following impact on the result? See, the only thing that you have to note over here is that recent data suggests use of cocaine in all groups has declined. That means use of prevalence of cocaine, okay, use of cocaine or prevalence of cocaine has decreased. Okay, so now since prevalence of cocaine decreased, okay, it is not going to have any effect on sensitivity and specificity of the test. But you had to remember a simple general rule. जब prevalence decrease करता है, positive predictive value also decreases, but what increases? Negative predictive value. This is prevalence and positive predictive value. Okay, if prevalence increases, the positive predictive value increases. If prevalence decreases, what happens? The positive predictive value decreases. Therefore, if prevalence decreases, what increases? Negative. So the answer was negative predictive value, because जो भी सेंसिटिविटी एंड स्पेसिफिसिटी टेस्ट का होगा वो तो सेम ही रहेगा, उस पर कोई असर नहीं पड़ेगा, बट प्रेवलेंस कम होने की वजह से नेगेटिव प्रेडिक्टिव वैल्यू बढ़ जाएगा. ठीक है, सो आई होप यू लाइक दिस स्मॉल सेशन. I'll try to give you some new pattern MCQs every one day, every alternate day at least, okay, so that you can practice for NEET PG or for next or for FMG also. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, drop in the comment section below. I also take free classes on an like for you guys, it's free on Unacademy app in the morning at 9:30, then 3 p.m., then 7 p.m. Do join in for those sessions at Unacademy. Thank you so much for watching, everybody.